Japan is famous for its advanced technology and vibrant culture, but it's also a land full of haunted things, mermaids, and also creepy Doraemon. This item holds a special place in Japanese culture, folklore, and urban legends. It's the story of Okiku, a haunted doll that has fascinated and spooked people for decades. In 1918, a young boy named Eikichi Suzuki bought a beautiful doll for his sister Okiku from a shop in Sapporo, Japan. The doll, about 40 centimeters tall and dressed in a traditional kimono, became Okiku's favorite toy. Tragically, Okiku died suddenly from a severe cold at the age of 3. Heartbroken, the family placed the doll in a shrine in memory of Okiku. That's when strange things started happening. The doll's hair, which had been cut short, began to grow. Despite regular trims, it kept getting longer. The family believed their daughter's spirit had entered the doll. In 1938, the family moved but left the doll at the Menenji Temple in Hokkaido. The monks there continued trimming the doll's hair, which still grows inexplicably. Allegedly, her cropped hair grew nearly 10 inches, all the way down to her knees during the beginning of her stay at the temple, and continues to require trimming to stop it from growing out of control. Researchers claim that the temple refuses to allow the doll to be disassembled and analyzed. However, over the years, the trimmed hair was tested. Scientists have confirmed the hair is of a human child, but they can't explain why it keeps growing. Today, Okiku sits in a glass case at the temple, attracting curious visitors and paranormal enthusiasts. Whether you believe in the supernatural or not, the story of Okiku is one of Japan's most intriguing tales of the unexplained. For years, a mummified mermaid discovered off the Japanese island of Shikoku has baffled scientists and captured the imagination of those who believed in its mysterious origins. Allegedly caught in the Pacific Ocean between 1736 and 1741, this 30-centimeter tall creature was revered for centuries, with folklore claiming that anyone who tasted its flesh would gain immortality. The mermaid has 2 hands reaching up towards its grimacing face, with hair still visible on its head and sharp pointy teeth in its mouth. The body tapers into a fish-like tail, adding to its eerie appearance. The mummified mermaid has been housed at Enjuin Temple in Asakuchi, Japan for years, though it's unclear exactly when or how it arrived. The temple's chief priest, Kozen Koida, mentioned that the figure was displayed in a glass case about 40 years ago, but is now kept in a fireproof safe. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the mermaid was even worshipped in hopes of alleviating the crisis. However, the mystery surrounding this creature took a new turn when researchers from the Kurashiki University of Science and the Arts decided to study it. Over the past year, they conducted a series of tests, including CT scans, to determine whether the mermaid was an actual organic creature. Their findings were surprising. The mermaid was not a natural being but an artificial creation. It was made of paper, cloth, and cotton with no skeletal structure. However, the torso was covered in components stripped from other animals. Mammal hair and fish skin, likely from a pufferfish, covered parts of the arms, shoulders, neck, and cheeks. The mermaid's jaw and teeth were also likely taken from a predatory fish, and its claws were made from keratin, meaning that they likely came from a real but unidentifiable animal. Radiocarbon dating revealed that the mermaid likely dates back to the late 1800s. Though the mermaid is a product of human craftsmanship, it has deep roots in Japanese folklore, where creatures like the Ningyo, a fish-like being with a monkey's mouth, are said to exist. With these new findings, the centuries-old mystery has been resolved, revealing the truth behind the legendary mummified mermaid. In a recent study, scientists uncovered evidence that Japanese people flattened their children's skulls, especially infants. This practice of skull modification was performed by the ancient Hirota people of Japan. The practice dates back to the 3rd and 7th centuries. The skulls were discovered at a large grave site on the southern Japanese island of Tanegashima, first excavated in the 1950s and again in the early 2000s. This site contained hundreds of skeletons, and nearly 90% of the burials were adorned with rich ornaments, including glass beads, shell bracelets, and pendants. These adornments suggested that the individuals buried there were of similar social status, and that gives us a hint of why such a practice was common. The Hirota people intentionally reshaped their skulls as an expression of collective identity, a practice that may have also played a role in forging important trade connections. To investigate further, researchers used 3D scanning technology to digitally model 19 adult skulls from the Hirota site. They compared these with skulls from other ancient Japanese groups, such as the Jomon and Doigahama people. The results were striking. The Hirota skull showed significant flattening and squaring at the back, especially in the occipital region, a characteristic not observed in the other groups. The researchers concluded that the Hirota people had deliberately modified their skulls, possibly by binding or pressing them against flat surfaces during infancy. Japan is a country steeped in rich history and tradition. Ancient temples, castles of samurai legends, centuries-old rituals, and much more. While we can't discuss all these fascinating stories, there is one discovery that will shed light on Japan's ancient past. Japanese archaeologists uncovered a massive 7.5-foot-long iron sword and a bronze mirror from an ancient burial mound near the city of Nara. The sword, known as a dako sword, is unique not just for its size, but also for its purpose. It was likely never intended for battle. Instead, it served as a powerful symbol to protect the deceased from evil after death. The excavation took place at Tomio Maruyama, a 1,600-year-old site in 2023. The dako sword, with its undulating blade that resembles a snake, is the largest of its kind ever found in Japan. At first, researchers thought they had uncovered multiple swords due to their enormous size, but it turned out to be a single extraordinary weapon. The bronze mirror, shaped like a shield and weighing over 12 pounds, is also the largest of its kind found in Japan. It likely served the same purpose as the sword, warding off evil spirits. These findings shed new light on the Kofun period, which lasted from around 300 to 710 AD. The Kofun period is known for its distinctive burial mounds, or kofun, where the members of the ruling class were laid to rest. The Tomio Maruyama Kofun, where the sword and mirror were found, is one of the largest burial mounds from this era, measuring 350 feet in diameter and up to 32 feet tall. In an incredible discovery, ancient sea dragon remains have been unearthed in Japan, revealing a well-preserved fossil of a mosasaur, a massive marine predator that roamed the oceans around 72 million years ago. Named Wakayama Soryu, or Blue Dragon, this fossil was found beside the Eridagawa River in Wakayama Prefecture in 2006. It's the most complete mosasaur skeleton ever recovered from the northwestern Pacific. The mosasaur was about the size of a great white shark and possessed unique features. It had extra long rear flippers that likely helped it glide through the water with ease, and a shark-like dorsal fin that would have allowed for quick and precise movement. These traits made it a formidable hunter with almost binocular vision to track prey with remarkable accuracy. This ancient predator lived during the same era as the Tyrannosaurus rex and other late Cretaceous dinosaurs. However, like them, mosasaurs were wiped out by the same mass extinction event caused by an asteroid impact around 66 million years ago. The discovery of the Wakayama Soryu offers a fascinating glimpse into the ancient oceans and the powerful creatures that once ruled them. In a world filled with unexplained mysteries, some discoveries leave even the experts scratching their heads. One such baffling find was made by a Japanese diver, and it involves none other than Doraemon, the beloved robot cat from the famous anime series. It all started when a Japanese Twitter user decided to explore the underwater world during a diving trip to Anura, located at the western end of Sagami Bay in Kanagawa Prefecture. Expecting to see marine life and colorful coral, they instead came face to face with a sight straight out of fiction: Doraemon himself, lying motionless on the ocean floor. The ordinarily cheerful and optimistic robot cat was in a rather dismal state, looking nothing like the lively character that has entertained generations of Japanese children. This eerie discovery quickly caught the attention of others, who shared their own encounters with the submerged Doraemon. Some even recalled a scene from the 1993 anime movie Doraemon, Nobita and the Tin Labyrinth, where Doraemon is captured by aliens, tortured, and eventually thrown into the ocean after his circuitry is fried. Could this be the very same Doraemon washed up in our reality? As with any strange find, there are several theories. Some believe it's a clever piece of fan art or an abandoned promotional prop that somehow ended up in the sea. Others think it might be a tribute to the movie, placed there by a devoted fan. More extreme theories have also been made. People have especially focused on the statue's hollow, lifeless eyes, but the mystery remains unsolved, leaving scientists and fans alike to wonder how a fictional robot cat ended up beneath the waves. Which discovery surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching.